Hutchinson, Kansas. Hutchinson is the largest city and county seat in Reno County, Kansas, United States, and located on the Arkansas River. It has been home to salt mines since 1887, thus its nickname of Salt City, but locals call it Hutch. As of the 2010 census, the city population was 42,080. Each year, Hutchinson hosts the Kansas State Fair and National Junior College Athletic Association basketball tournament. It is the home of the Kansas Cosmosphere and Space Center Aerospace Museum and Stratica. The city of Hutchinson was founded in 1871, when Indian agent Clinton C.C. Hutchinson contracted with the Santa Fe Railway to make a town at the railroad's crossing over the Arkansas River. The community earned the nickname Temperance City due to the prohibition of alcohol set by its founder. Hutchinson was incorporated as a city in August 1872. In 1887, the Chicago, Kansas and Nebraska Railway built a main line from Harrington through Hutchinson to Pratt. In 1888, this line was extended to Liberal. Later, it was extended to Tucumcari, New Mexico, and El Paso, Texas. It foreclosed in 1891 and taken over by Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific Railway, which shut down in 1980 and reorganized as Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas Railroad, merged in 1988 with Missouri Pacific Railroad, merged in 1997 with Union Pacific Railroad. Most locals still refer to this railroad as the Rock Island. In 1943, German and Italian prisoners of World War II were used in Kansas and other Midwest states as a means of solving the labor shortage caused by American men serving in the war effort. Large prisoner of war camps were established in Kansas: Camp Concordia, Camp Funston, Camp Phillips. Fort Riley established 12 smaller branch camps, including Hutchinson. On January 17, 2001, 143 million cubic feet of compressed natural gas leaked from the nearby Yagi storage field. It sank underground, then rose to the surface through old brine or salt wells, making around 15 gas blowholes. An explosion in the downtown area at 10:45 am destroyed 2 businesses and damaged 26 others. An explosion the next day in a mobile home park killed 2 people. The Kansas National Guard was called in to help evacuate parts of the city because of the gas leaks, and a team of specialists looked over all the city for leaks after the event. These events were broadcast on nationally televised news stations across the country. Hutchinson is located at 38°339 and 97°5547 W/38.06083° and 97.92972° W/38.06083, -97.92972 at an elevation of 1,535 feet. Located in south-central Kansas at the intersection of U.S. Route 50 and Kansas Highway 96, Hutchinson is 39 miles northwest of Wichita, 200 mi west-southwest of Kansas City, and 395 miles east-southeast of Denver. The city lies on the northeast bank of the Arkansas River in the Great Bend Sand Prairie region of the Great Plains. Cow Creek, a tributary of the Arkansas, runs southeast through the city. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 22.75 square miles, of which 22.69 square miles is land and 0.06 square miles is water. Hutchinson has a humid continental climate bordering on a humid subtropical climate, with hot, humid summers and cold, dry winters. The average temperature for the year is 56° F, and the average relative humidity is 65%. Temperatures exceed 90° F an average of 65 days a year and drop below 32° F an average of 121 days a year. On average, Hutchinson experiences 46 rainy days a year. Snowfall averages 14.1 inches per year. Total precipitation averages 30.3 inches per year. On average, January is the coolest month, July is the warmest month, and May is the wettest month. The hottest temperature recorded in Hutchinson was 111° F in 1964, the coldest temperature recorded was -19 degrees F in 1982. As of the 2010 United States Census, there were 42,080 people, 16,981 households, and 10,352 families residing in the city. The population density was 1,854.6 inhabitants per square mile. There were 18,580 housing units at an average density of 818.9 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 87.9% white, 4.3% African American, 0.7% American Indian, 0.6% Asian, 3.4% from other races, and 3.2% from two or more races. Hispanics and Latinos of any race were 10.6% of the population. There were 16,981 households, of which 29.3% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 44.1% were married couples living together, 12.3% had a female householder with no husband present, 4.5% had a male householder with no wife present, and 39.0% were non-families. 33.2% of all households were made up of individuals, and 13.7% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.31 and the average family size was 2.93. The median age in the city was 37.8 years. 23.1% of residents were under the age of 18, 10.5% were between the ages of 18 and 24. 24.4% were from 25 to 44, 25.4% were from 45 to 64, and 16.6% were 65 years of age or older. The gender makeup of the city was 50.3% male and 49.7% female. The median income for a household was $38,880, and the median income for a family was $47,336. Males had a median income of $39,442 versus $26,600 for females. The per capita income for the city was $21,050. About 12.9% of families and 15.7% of the population were below the poverty line, including 26.0% of those under age 18 and 6.9% of those age 65 or over. As of the census of 2000, there were 40,787 people, 16,335 households, and 10,340 families residing in the city. The population density was 1,932.6 inhabitants per square mile. There were 17,693 housing units at an average density of 838.3 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 88.57% white, 4.28% African American, 0.65% Native American, 0.59% Asian, 0.04% Pacific Islander, 3.65% from other races, and 2.21% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino people of any race were 7.67% of the population. There were 16,335 households, out of which 28.9% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 49.3% were married couples living together, 10.3% had a female householder with no husband present, and 36.7% were non-families. 31.7% of all households were made up of individuals, and 13.5% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.31 and the average family size was 2.91. In the city, the population was spread out, with 23.2% under the age of 18, 11.0% from 18 to 24, 27.8% from 25 to 44, 21.2% from 45 to 64, and 16.9% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 37 years. For every 100 females, there were 101.7 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 100.5 males. As of 2000, the median income for a household in the city was $32,645, and the median income for a family was $40,094. Males had a median income of $30,994 versus $21,190 for females. The per capita income for the city was $17,964. About 9.8% of families and 12.7% of the population were below the poverty line, including 16.5% of those under age 18 and 9.7% of those age 65 or over. Salt was discovered in Reno County by Benjamin Blanchard on September 26, 1887. This gave rise to the first salt processing plants west of the Mississippi River. Salt was originally extracted using the evaporation method by pumping water into brine wells. In 1923, the Cary Salt Company opened the only salt mine in Hutchinson, which then produced rock salt. That mine is still in use today and is now operated by Hutchinson Salt Company. Cargill and Morton Salt also have evaporative salt plants in Hutchinson. Excavated portions of the mine are used for archival storage of movie and television masters, data tapes, and permanent business records. Underground vaults and storage currently houses the masters for The Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind, and Star Wars, among many others. The world's longest grain elevator was built in Hutchinson in 1961. Dillon's Grocery Stores was established in Hutchinson by J.S. Dillon in the 1920s. Dillon's was bought out by the Kroger Co. in 1983. The company still operates a distribution center and headquarters for Dillon's and Quick Shop in town. The Eaton Corporation operates a hydraulics plant in Hutchinson. On August 22, 2006, Eaton announced it would keep the Hutchinson plant open because of a $1 million economic incentive from the city of Hutchinson and a $2 million incentive from the state of Kansas. 155 assembly jobs were moved to the Reynosa, Mexico plant in June 2007. On September 2, 2008, the Hutchinson Hospital changed its name to Promise Regional Medical Center. And in 2012, changed its name again to Hutchinson Regional Medical Center. Lowen Corporation, founded in 1950 in a converted garage behind C.W. Mike Lowen's house, is a provider of graphic solutions. Lowen Sign Company, Lowen Color Graphics, and Lowen Certified are located in Hutchinson. Collins Bus Corporation resides just outside Hutchinson, and is the leading small school bus manufacturer in North America. Straight Line HDD, a leading directional drill tooling manufacturer, has a 70,000 sq-foot manufacturing plant in Hutchinson. In May 2009, Siemens announced it would open its American wind turbine nacelle assembly facility in Hutchinson. The facility was expected to begin producing in 2010 and to create 400 jobs in Hutchinson. Kuhn Krause operates a huge manufacturing plant in Hutchinson, manufacturing agricultural equipment and housing one of 2 Kuhn factories in North America. Hutchinson is a city of the first class with a council-manager form of government. The city council consists of 5 members. For purposes of representation in the council, the city is divided into 4 districts with 1 council member elected to a 4-year term from each district. The 5th council member is elected at large to a 2-year term. Every year, the council selects 1 member to serve as mayor and another as vice mayor. Council members are term limited and may not serve for more than 1 partial term plus 2 consecutive 4-year terms. The council sets policy for the city and oversees the city manager who executes those policies. Hired by the council, the city manager serves as the city's chief administrative officer, administers the city budget, and conducts daily city business. Council meetings occur on the first and third Tuesday of each month, broadcast live on local cable channel 7. As the county seat, Hutchinson is the administrative center of Reno County. The county courthouse is located downtown, and all departments of the county government base their operations in the city. Hutchinson lies within Kansas's 1st U.S. congressional district. For the purposes of representation in the Kansas legislature, the city is located in the 34th district of the Kansas Senate and the 102nd, 104th, and 114th districts of the Kansas House of Representatives. Hutchinson Public Schools operates 12 schools in the city. The Hutchinson High School football team has had 7 straight appearances, including 6 straight wins, in the 6A and 5A state championship game. Bueller $313 operates 4 schools in and around Hutchinson. $309 South Hutchinson operates 1 school just outside Hutchinson, Reno Valley Middle School. There are also 3 private schools in Hutchinson. The main campus of Hutchinson Community College, a 2-year public college, is located in the city. US Route 50 runs east-west south of the city. K96 approaches Hutchinson from the south, bypasses it to the west, and then turns northwest. Coming from the west, K61 runs concurrently with US 50, turns north and runs through the eastern part of the city, and then exits to the northeast. Reno County Area Transit provides local public transport bus service. The agency operates 3 bus routes colored red, blue, and yellow. Greyhound Lines offers long-distance bus service on its route through Hutchinson from Wichita to Pueblo. Bus service is provided daily towards Wichita and Salina by Beeline Express. Hutchinson Municipal Airport is located on the eastern side of the city. The airport is primarily utilized for general aviation. 3 railroads serve Hutchinson. One is the La Junta subdivision of the BNSF Railway, which runs east-west through the city. Amtrak uses the La Junta subdivision to provide passenger rail service. Hutchinson is a stop on the Southwest Chief, which provides daily train service between Chicago and Los Angeles. Another railroad serving Hutchinson is the Tucumcari line of the Union Pacific Railroad, which runs northeast-southwest through the city. Lastly, Hutchinson is the terminus of 2 lines of the Kansas and Oklahoma Railroad, the Hutchinson Subdivision, which enters the city from the south, and the Great Bend Subdivision, which enters the city from the northwest. There are 2 hospitals in Hutchinson. The larger of the 2, Hutchinson Regional Medical Center, is a not-for-profit general medical and surgical facility that offers a range of services including emergency care. The other hospital is Summit Surgical, a specialized corporate surgical facility. The Hutchinson News is the city's primary newspaper, published daily. Hutchinson Community College publishes a weekly student newspaper, The Collegian. Hutchinson is a center of broadcast media for South Central Kansas. 1 AM and 12 FM radio stations are licensed to and/or broadcast from the city. Hutchinson is also the second principal city of the Wichita-Hutchinson, Kansas television market. The market's primary CBS, Minotwort, and PBS affiliates are licensed to the city, but all 3 stations broadcast from Wichita. Hutchinson is home to the Prairie Dunes Country Club, a golf course frequently ranked among the best golf courses in the U.S., and has hosted several United States Golf Association national championship tournaments. The club was founded by Emerson Carey and his 4 sons in the mid-1930s. The course was designed by Perry Maxwell and the first 9 holes opened on September 13, 1937. 20 years later in 1957 a second 9 holes were opened, designed by J. Press Maxwell. Prairie Dunes was host of the 2002 U.S. Women's Open and 2006 U.S. Senior Open Golf Championships. Located on the northeastern edge of Hutchinson is the Sand Hills State Park.